Everyone expected mortgage rates to improve this week after inflation came in cooler than expected. Instead, rates actually finished slightly higher this week than they did last week. So what happened? This week, I'm going to break down what transpired and ultimately where the market is focused and what we can be doing for our clients now to ensure their success. So let's dive into it. 30-year fix opens this morning at 6.68 compared to last week's close at 6.65. So within the same realm, but nonetheless, it's higher than where we were last week. Both CPI consumer price index and PPI producer price index came in better than expected by actually a large margin. Markets absolutely love that. It was a breath of fresh air, as the talking narrative is always, or has been, not always, has been for the better part of this year. And inflation is a concern. Inflation is a concern. And we saw a pretty substantial decrease in inflation, both month over month and year over year. And in there, we saw shelter. So owner's equivalent of rent, as well as rent, come down significantly cooler, which ultimately will bode well in inflation reports to come. Retail sales and labor markets still showed the economy, though, is resilient. And Federal Reserve members, a lot of them spoke this week, continued signaling that they will keep rates higher if inflation remains a concern. So again, yes, beautiful report this week, but it's the undertones of, hey, gas prices doing, or oil prices, I should say, and yes, gas prices shooting up the way they did at the onset of this year and better part of the last few months, carries over to future inflation. So Fed is kind of on a defensive stance. And naturally, geopolitical tensions, higher oil prices have maintained and managed to keep a lot of pressure on treasuries, which in turn has left mortgage rates higher. Mortgage rates ultimately don't follow just one headline. They follow the bigger economic picture. And that's the thing that we need to focus on, the message we need to continue to deliver to our clients. If you're wondering, now is the best time to buy or refinance or sell, every situation is different. I encourage you to reach out, let us build a individualized strategy specific for you, your client, your buyer, your seller, whoever it may be. Because ultimately, if the goal is to transact, purchase, sell, whatever it may be, it's far easier to build a strategy versus waiting for the perfect rate. So I appreciate you all watching. If you find value in this content, please like, subscribe, comment. Forward to as many people as you see necessary. As always, we're here. If you need anything, don't hesitate to reach out. Let's make it a fantastic Friday and an even greater weekend. Thank you now.